Alright, here we have an abandoned railway crossing on Vasse Highway in Pemberton, Western Australia. This is definitely one of the more interesting crossings that we've come across. The first signal here, we have a very classic pair of signals here. The first one here is we've got a unmarked clamp style base. We have a black background, white text stop on red signal sign. And we have two pairs of unmarked Mckenzie and Holland lights. And way up on top of the signal, if I can get over here, way up there stands a Mckenzie and Holland teardrop bell. One of the very few remaining on the line. It seems that they're all in Pemberton as well. So I'm not too sure why this crossing has bells either, because there's no pedestrian crossings, so that pokes a hole in that theory. Here's a front view of it. It's interesting that they're not mounted sideways either. They're mounted facing the same way as the crossbucks. So that's the first signal. The tracks here, I thought they were gone, but they are actually still there. They've just paved the road over the tracks. They're very overgrown. It doesn't seem like a train's been down here in a heck of a long time. It's also a very quiet part of this road. This is the second signal. It has an unmarked clamp style base also. I just inhaled a fly. Another black background, white text stop on red signal sign, and two more pairs of Mckenzie and Holland crossing lights. That one there is hanging by the wire, as you can see. And that one there is twisted the wrong way. It looks like someone tried to take them, I'm guessing. And then up on top of this signal is yet another Mckenzie and Holland teardrop bell, as you can see up there. So there's a pair of teardrops here, and it doesn't look like a train's, well, I mean, online, it's according to Bennetbrook Railway, last train went through here in '93, but I feel like it might even be longer than that. Track views, I haven't looked at the compass. I believe this way is looking east or southeast towards Pemberton, and this way is looking west or southwest towards back towards Manjimup. Previa was flying past there. And then in the weeds here, I'm not going to go in here too much because we are just coming out of summer and it's snake season, but there was originally two wooden relay cases here. I don't know what the crossing number was either, but according to Street View, there was originally two wooden relay cases, and then right there you can see is the manual override switch, and it's open and it's disconnected from power too, so there's no way that these will ever be able to work. Actually, I just spotted something as well. Look at this. The post has somehow rotted all the way through, and you can see the wiring. That is something else. It must be really damp here in the winter, because this will all be swamp in the winter. I'm probably going to come back out here in the winter when all this grass is dead and see if I can see the foundations for the old wooden relay cases. But yeah, I've never seen that before. That's real interesting. I was going to try and shake the pole to get the bells to ring. Sounds like there's a car coming, so I'll do that after. But going to get an overview of this crossing from this end. Someone's thrown a dirt bike tyre up there as well. I'm going to wait for this car to cross and then I'm going to sign off. But yeah, this is a really cool old crossing. There is another crossing with teardrops as well, so I'll be going to check that one out. But yeah, I've been wanting to check this crossing out for years. I wasn't exactly too sure how to get to this road. I actually came through gravel roads and everything. Let's try and shake this signal. I'm not too sure the inner workings of these Mckenzie and Holland bells. Come on. It's sort of twisting instead of, because the pole's rotten, the pole's just twisting. No, it's not really happening here. There we go. There you go, there's a little tink. I'll go over to the other side and try and do the same thing. That pole was completely rotten through. It was actually just twisting when I was trying to shake it. So that signal's probably going to fall sooner rather than later, to be honest. It's probably going to snap in half and fall. Heaps of rust is falling out of that. That's probably the first time they've rung in a long time. Heaps of rust fell off that too on me But yeah, just a quick little look at this abandoned railway crossing on Vasse Highway in Pemberton, Western Australia. And that signal over there is very interesting because it's rotten all the way through. All right, thanks for watching. Over and out.